What's going on? Tuesday. For some reason, I thought it was a no news Tuesday, but it's not. I was looking at this week for some reason, but it is not. It is not a no news Tuesday. Um, there's this that I'm not giving much value to. If a setup comes before 9:55, I'll take it. If not, I will just wait for the news. But I'm glad there is news. Give us that catalyst to hopefully move price in the direction I have taken a trade if I have done, or if whatever. I'm just going to take the high quality setup today, not going to be a fool like yesterday. But jump right in over on NQ. The indexes look a bit different today, which is confusing me a little bit. So to the downside, there is a lot of 4-hour lows that haven't been swept out yet on NQ. These 4-hour lows move down, move up. These ones move down, move up right there. Two 4-hour lows, and these ones, and these ones. I just got them marked just in case. ES has taken those lows, these lows, and these lows. The first lows that ES have on the 4-hour are Wednesday last week, 6 and 10, which on NQ are down here, the bottom of our 4-hour lows that haven't been taken yet. So there's a lot of disparity here. NQ's got all of this room to sweep, and ES has already took those sets out, which is confusing. And then also there's these lows on ES that haven't been taken, but on NQ they have done. So that's the 4-hour. To the downside, to the upside on NQ. These 4-hour highs here, these 4-hour highs here, and then those ones. Obviously there is these ones, I'm just not going to mark them. Then on ES, pretty similar. They're the first set of 4-hour highs, and then these ones and these ones. So a bit of disparity, but not really. And jumping on to the 1-hour, there's these 1-hour highs here that have been made when the 8 a.m. candle closed. And on ES, there is an untapped 1-hour imbalance. There is, these aren't 1-hour highs because it's got to be a move up, then a move down. So they're the 1-hour highs and they've been taken. These 1-hour highs, and another. This imbalance has barely been tapped into, so I'm willing to draw it on just in case. Then NQ does not have that imbalance like ES does here. You can see 4 a.m. this morning. It's a lot smaller and it's already pretty much, it's been filled all the way, so I'm not going to draw it on. And then this one up here has also slightly been interacted with a bit more, so I'm not going to draw it on. But there is these 1-hour highs, 1-hour highs up there. So on the 15-minute, there isn't much yet. I will add on these 15-minute lows right before market opens, depending what happens. That's all I've got. That's how I've marked out my chart. That's how I've got my chart marked out pre-market. If any of these levels get interacted with before market open, I just delete them. And yeah, that is my pre-market analysis. Going to keep it nice and short today. I will see you when I have not taken, won, lost, whatever, when I have observed and reacted accordingly to the data. So see you in a second. Peace. Alrighty, what's going on? So as you can see, I have closed my position, but my trade would still be running because it has not hit my take profit yet. But I have closed early because I hit $53,000. So there's no need for me to hold it anymore because I'm not making that money. I'm just going to get to that number to pass the account, and I have done. I'm at $53,024 now. So I did close early. It is against my rules, but as I said yesterday, there's no need for me to hold this trade any longer. Because once my account hits 53,000, I don't get anything on top of that. I pay the activation fee, and then my account is at zero to make money off on the funded account. So that is the account passed, $53,024.32. Had to sit and wait for ages for this trade, but we can cover it now. I took it on NQ. So pre-market, I marked out these two 15-minute lows that were made. They didn't get hit. We can get rid of them. Those lows never got hit on NQ either. So yeah, price did make 4-hour lows at 10 a.m, but we haven't used them because there's no need to. So price came up, took out these 1-hour highs, and didn't give a reaction. Well, it gave these reactions, but then the 5-minute retrace was up at these highs anyway. So price took out these highs from 3:45 this morning, New York time. And then obviously ES hasn't. ES did get the 1 hour highs here. And when the 10 a.m. candle closed, it made this 4 hour imbalance, which I've drew on. And also 4 hour lows and 1 hour lows, which I've got drawn on. Obviously, ES took these 1 hour highs and filled out that 4 hour imbalance, but it did not get the highs from the NQ did. So there's our high time frame SMT when this down candle closes. While that down candle was being formed, ES inversed an imbalance at 10:17 and then broke 1 minute structure at 10:21. NQ at 10:17 didn't do much, but it did inverse this imbalance here at 10:20. So they're saying similar things. So obviously there was these big legs up, and then price was really steady, slow and choppy through all of here. So what I took my trade off of was obviously the 5 minute SMT, because this down candle gets formed. You're then waiting for a 5 minute up candle. This one was an up candle until the last 10 seconds, and then it didn't. So I disregarded it. I was patient and I waited for that 5 minute up candle to form. Once that 5 minute up candle formed, I drew on the equilibrium from this 5 minute high to this 5 minute low. And this candle opens, comes into the 5 minute equilibrium, which is what I want to see, because obviously the equilibrium does not exist yet until this high is made, this candle is made. So like these wicks above the equilibrium doesn't really count because the candle hadn't closed yet. So then this candle opens, the new 5 minute candle wicks above the 5 minute equilibrium. So that 5 minute candle closed at 10:35. So after 10:35, we can look for trades. So this candle closed, and we can look for trades. This candle wicks back into the 5 minute equilibrium, takes out these 1 minute highs, and then starts moving down. Now, obviously, the 1 minute didn't break structure yet until this candle, and I was already in my position. But that's fine. We could have entered there anyway. And then, so this came into the 5 minute equilibrium, then closed out of it. I'm waiting for final confluences on the 1 minute now. There's this small 1 minute imbalance right here. I also draw an equilibrium when this low was made. So we had 1 minute equilibrium this time from this 1 minute high to this 1 minute low. And this candle after that low was made comes up, fills the imbalance, fills the equilibrium, and then closes bearish. That's key. It closes bearish. That for me is enough to enter in. I enter with one contract on NQ right there. Stop where it normally goes at the open of the first of the 3 candles, which would be here. But I put it at the open of this candle because that is way too tight. And that's also the close of the first of the 3 candles. So that is where I put my stop loss, 70 ticks. I had risked $350, 0.7% on this one. And then I was just waiting. Yeah, so my original take profit would be those 5 minute lows there. But as I was saying, I have no reason to hold it. I took profit 1.29 RR, I think. Yeah, 24.62 right there. So that was I was watching the thing here and I was watching my balance move, and yeah, that was enough to seal the deal. My take profit wouldn't have been hit whether I actually put one at the bottom of that 1 minute imbalance. Who knows? Because yeah, but that is probably where I put my take profit at the 5 minute lows. And yeah, so it might not end up being a winning trade as such, but it was all I needed to pass the account. I was happy with the risk anyway, because I was quite confident that price was going to come down a bit first before obviously continuing this uptrend that it's had. So I was quite confident in that. So I was happy with the risk that I put out on the table, 0.35%, and I was happy with how I managed it, happy with where I closed it, because there's no reason for me to hold it any longer than I did. And so yeah, that is my trade. ES wasn't it didn't give a 5 minute retrace, so I wasn't really looking at it, but it was respecting bearish order flow during the time I took my NQ trade. So it just, ES looks a bit horrible, to be honest. I looked at this market open and knew I'm not trading ES today. Look at this. So that is my NQ short that I got to I say got away with. It's a valid trade that I took. He's gone out at the right time. So Whether it actually hits TP or SL now, I'm not fussed. Because it's a trade that I don't take 1040. I think my latest trade yet on this account, 1041 there. But the account's passed now. We've hit our profit target. How much are we up on the day? 445 on the day. And so yeah, I will update this when the trade actually hits stop loss or take profit. Obviously it doesn't concern me because I have no reason at all to hold the trade to take profit or to stop loss when the account can be passed if I just close. So there we go. So the trade would have been a loser if I held to take profit. So I think I made the right decision. If I was not passing an account, I would have lost this trade, which is fine. Take profits might have been set there at 1.04. Who knows? But that is my trade for the day. Account is now passed, so we will be on the XFA from tomorrow if I can get it sorted out, and if I can get it sorted, and if there's no errors making the account, because sometimes Topstep have a bit of a kerfuffle when making new accounts. You never know what could happen. So with that being said, that's my trade, and that's the challenge passed. Finally, after a month and 5 days, the account has been passed, which I'm happy with. I'm happy with the trade that I took today. It would have been a loser technically, but I had no reason to hold. So that being said, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for the support during this challenge, and tomorrow will be day one on the funded account, and I will be my plan for the funded account, because obviously it starts at 0, is to risk how I risked at the start of this challenge, which was, if we look here, very little risk and then slowly building the capital up. So I'll be risking like 0.5%, 0.25%, getting that capital built up to then risk heavier. So I don't want to lose this challenge, like I did with the last one. I lost it in 2 days. If we have a look at the last one, I lost it in 2 days. There was one loss, and then I got angry and re-entered, and then here was a second loss. I extended my take profit, and then I button spammed. So I don't want to do the same again. So I'm going to be a lot more cautious. I think my trading's come a long way since I was last on the funded account, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. That being said, catch you all tomorrow. Peace.